Hello, welcome to Krafting Kitty. My name is Erin. Now that I'm filming, I think my undergarment is very visible under this shirt, which I didn't notice in the mirror or knew while I was running all around town doing some last minute school supply shopping. Well, now. I'm going to watch this when I'm editing because sometimes things look different in my viewfinder than on the computer. But I'm going to leave this in regardless. You guys can laugh at me in case it really isn't visible. It's black, but I thought this was such a thick t-shirt material that you couldn't see it. And now I can see it clear as day. It's kind of an ivory and coral striped shirt. I even had lunch with Brian and he didn't say anything. We were down by his work going shoe shopping for the kiddos and he met us for lunch. Okay, we're not here to talk about undergarments. This is a crafting YouTube channel. So, it is Friday, and I'm actually doing this. Welcome to Fridays with Fred, not Erin Talks Undergarments. On Fridays, we go through my progress on the project I'm making from this book. This book is Knitting the Neighborhood, the official knitting patterns of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Now, the sweaters in here are not the exact patterns Nancy Rogers used to knit her son's sweaters. But they are very, very, very well done approximations by looking at pictures of what Mr. Rogers was wearing, what Fred was wearing. So we are currently working on the Nurture Cardigan. This is for myself. The first sweater we did was the Beginnings Cardigan, which I made for my husband Brian. This one is for me. It is, did I already say Carla Patrick? Carla Patrick designed it. Here is a lovely model wearing it, and then there's an inset picture of Mr. Rogers wearing his version, and she is also, there we go. She's also on the back cover wearing said sweater. It's got a fun cable design by the zipper and down the arm. So a little bit of cable interest, but it's not all over cable. There is an all over cable in here made with mohair. The one for adults is made with mohair. The one for kids is made with, I believe, acrylic. Let me check. So there are two all over. Nope, it's merino wool. They used Jody Long Chow. I will most likely be using acrylic, let's be honest. But who knows? It's a DK. I might have enough wool DK to make some of this. Anyway, we're not making that one, and we won't be making it for a while. We are currently making the Nurture Cardigan for more. When I checked in last week during my weekly roundup, I informed you that I finally finished a sleeve, which means I get to start the interminable 1x1 rib of the next sleeve. Now, I have made a mistake in that I didn't bring stitch markers in to mark my spot. Oh, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm going to lunge at the camera for your angle, but I'm going for the stitch markers that are behind you. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Don't be terrified. Okay, be a little terrified. Oh, wait, I forgot about this one. I got this little kitty cat stitch marker for free in a yarn package. So I'm going to use that. Let's do it. Come on now. Okay, so right side I start with a knit stitch. So this is the right side of the work. There we go. We can do this. We can figure this stuff out. Okay, I'm only maybe a touch over an inch into the 1x1 ribbing. This will go on for 5 inches. Now, will that mean it takes me 5 weeks? It's possible, let's be honest. But no, I would very much like to wear this sweater this fall. And that means, I believe, Well, I guess last October it was still quite warm. I was going to say I want it done by October, but I think if I have this done end of October, early November, I will be able to utilize it all of the chilly season. What yarn am I using? Well, thank you for asking. I am using, I stuck my cable holder thingy into the skein of yarn so I don't lose it. Big Twist Party yarn in the color, Erin, don't look, Spiced Wine. Yes! Spiced Wine. Sweater is nearly done and I'm finally getting the name of the yarn color correct. For so long I wanted to call it Spiced Cider or Mulled Cider. Which ultimately, those are the same thing, Spiced Cider and Mulled Cider. And it's what I drink over spiced wine. Okay, Erin's gone on a lot. Erin is talking herself in the third person here, which is annoying. I have gone on a number of tangents here. I'm sorry. It is probably because at lunch Brian got a Dubai chocolate crepe from this new place that opened at the food court in the mall. And it was delicious. It was surprisingly delicious. When he went to India last time and he brought back E. coli death, man, the man brought back 3 strands of E. coli. Chomps caught some. Bingo and I were safe. I don't know how, through the grace of God, we missed it, but I am so thankful. I am so thankful we missed it. But he had to stop in Abu Dhabi before he came home because a different person from his company was supposed to have a meeting in Abu Dhabi and they weren't able to make it. So since he was already in India and his flight coming home was through Abu Dhabi anyway, it's kind of fun saying Abu Dhabi. They sent him to the meeting and he's like, oh, do you want anything? I was like, well, I know you are not in Dubai per se. However, Dubai and Abu Dhabi are both in the UAE. So, is there any chance you could find some actual Dubai chocolate for me? And he did. And I was not as impressed by the Dubai chocolate as I thought I would be based on the reactions on the interwebs. But he actually got me 3 different varieties. And I liked, the first one we tried was just way over sweet. It was so sweet and it was just laden with, I don't know what it is. And I don't know how to search this on the internet. I have come up blank. But I've had Middle Eastern desserts. And I believe this is what it is. But there is like, it's almost a Weetabix shredded wheat type situation, and Brian's crepe at the mall had it. What is that ingredient? It surely can't be Weetabix, is it? I do not know what I ate, but I loved it. And I was like, this tastes like Weetabix. How many times did I say Weetabix? And Weetabix isn't even something we have in the United States. We have shredded wheat. But for some reason, I still call it Weetabix. I am a weirdo. I am. Anyway, if anybody knows what that substance is and can tell me, I would be very appreciative. Because searching Middle Eastern shredded wheat didn't seem to get me any answers. And I don't know how else to describe it. Anyway, I am forging ahead. I would really like to wear this sweater this fall and winter. So my goal will be to finish it by the end of October. Let's say end of October. Warning, I'm going to say this because I'm filming now. I did not discover this. This was courtesy of Miss Shannon from Another Yarn. She texted me this morning. Wool Warehouse is going to stop shipping to the United States. Very sad. August 21st seems to be the day they will stop shipping to the United States. So, if you are a Wool Warehouse lover from the United States, go and you have the means. This is going to be around your last opportunity to get. They are hoping, there's a big statement on their website, but they're hoping they're wrong and things aren't going to play out the way it looks like it's going to play out. But I do not envy. I've seen a number of small independent dyers saying they simply can't afford the shipping into the US, and so they're just not going to offer it. I have seen mostly from Europe and EU. I'm going to be very curious about if Hobby comes out with any sort of similar statement. Now Hobby is in the EU, Wool Warehouse is in the UK, which we know is not within the EU. So I don't know if there are differing tariff situations happening with EU companies versus the UK. And I don't know what the situation is with Canada right now. I have not seen many Canadians announce they aren't shipping yet, but I would keep an eye on your favorite independent dyers to see what their situation is going to be, because yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't go down the way it's looking like it's going down. 1 second, please. I thought the kiddos were playing nicely, and it turns out we have lost our temper. That's okay. It's been a long, hot day. And they did play together quite nicely for a long time. Okay, I am gonna go ahead and stop my jibber jabbering, but I wanted to put in that 2-cent warning about the Wool Warehouse. I may have placed a larger order just about an hour ago for some things I've had my eye on, and I don't want to slip through my fingers, although goodness knows slipping through my fingers is fine. But there you go. I love you all. I am going to talk to you later. Bye-bye.